Cardboard Canoe Project at UT Tyler, 2018.
Hi, I'm Timothy Bauer, and I'm here to discuss the design process we took in the creation of our boat. In the beginning of the design process, the path we took was fairly standard. We met initially in order to brainstorm ideas. In the initial stage, no idea was left unconsidered. Ideas such as pontoons, a simple box, and even a boat modeled after a Viking warship were among the ideas thrown out. We eventually settled on having a modular design with 3 distinct compartments. From that point, we decided to flesh out the idea to its fullest. Among the path, we had numerous interesting figures to choose from for our nose compartment. The design chosen is pictured as figure 4. Before the choosing of the nose, however, a body style had to be selected. Our choice is depicted in the color blue as it gave us the best amount of length and width without being excessive.
Hello, this is Hugh Carrasco. There are many prerequisites to building a boat. Several of them involved planning, work schedule, and calculations to support the claims of success in actually floating the boat. Many other things follow initial planning, such as material acquisition, tools needing for manipulating raw materials, and finally, before the boat is made, several prototypes must be used. We use flumes and dyes to indicate water flow.
Here is some of the turbulence indicated by the dye.
Some of the models we used were initially made out of cardstock. So this is just one that we cut out and we just made out of cardboard, really, really small. Another material that we use is duct tape, just a standard kind, 55 yards. And one of the more important tools are the squares. It's really, really nice to have one. Also, we use this thing called a yardstick, not a meter stick. It's really nice measuring things out. We also use this wooden stake to make not perforations, but indentions inside the cardboard in order to make the fold easier.
So we went from the design of a normal canoe style, then we decided to go to a John boat style. And essentially the reason we did that is because we obviously wanted a pointed end in the front of the boat to be able to slice through the water pretty quickly, but we realized we weren't going to go fast enough in order to need a slice in the back end to cut through water. And we also realized the reason why is because we didn't want too long, because if it was too long, then you'd have a lot of weight in 2 different areas, and then no weight or little to no weight in one area, and that would cause a weak point of inflection for there easily to be a crease within or a flaw within the boat. And so we decided to keep it shorter where the weight is a little bit more compact, but not all in one location. Otherwise, then the structure of the boat can fail. So that is why we decided to go with the John boat design.
The decision to make this boat into a John boat did not in any way harm the performance of it. The buoyancy calculation indicates that the minimum volume necessary to complete buoyancy above the water level is actually 6 cubic feet, well, approximately. Now, in order to calculate the depth of our boat, we need to find the height of the boat when the volume is at 17 meters cubed, which is the necessary volume to be at equilibrium. Now, we did that by deciding to calculate the volume as a function. The function would essentially be volume equals 16.5 times h. And if you already know volume, which is the one at equilibrium, you can find the height of our boat, which is practically 4 inches above the water line. Or actually, the boat is 4 inches below the water line.
In the manufacturing process, our teammate had identified a few issues.
The structure of it was a little flimsy, so we're adding some supports in here, and it's a lot more rigid now, and definitely should cut through the water a lot better and be a lot more smoother. And so that's where we're at right now with that.
Our main expectations during race day is to stay afloat as long as possible. We believe that we can achieve this by the design of our boat. We designed the front of the boat as a triangle shaped and structured it more on the inside to be more sturdy as we paddle through the water, that it won't cave in on the outsides. And we also duct tape the whole bottom of the boat, the sides of the boat, to keep it more sturdy and supported, and to help with waterproofing. Communication is going to be the main key throughout the whole race. We decided to go with the most experienced paddler in the back of the boat, and he's going to help with steering and communicating with the front paddler so we can stay in a straight line as we paddle across the lake. Like I said, communication is going to be the biggest thing here. We're going to try to keep the inside as dry as possible so the supports will stay and we won't cave in. We worked really hard on this project, and I hope all the hard work paid off. Thank you.